Hello, I'm Tuệ An. Welcome to Insightful Journey. Today, we won't talk about sunny days. We will sit together on a stormy day for the heart. The day a termination letter lands on your desk and your world seems to collapse. Have you ever driven home after work, but today the car feels heavy because in the trunk is a cardboard box containing a few personal items, and in your pocket is the layoff notice? The most terrifying feeling then is not the loss of money, but the feeling of being discarded. You ask yourself, who am I if I don't have this title tomorrow? If you are struggling in that cold water, this video is your life raft. Let me tell you about Min. Min is 45, a dedicated technical manager. 15 years of his youth were spent at that company. He knew every procedure by heart, remembered every employee's birthday, and never turned off his phone on weekends for fear of urgent company matters. He believed that loyalty was his eternal shield. But then, the wave of layoffs hit. That Monday morning, Min was called into HR. The meeting lasted only 10 minutes. 15 years were summed up in one sentence. Thank you for your contribution, but the company needs to restructure. Min walked out of the gleaming glass building. The Saigon sun was scorching, but he felt a cold chill down his spine. He didn't dare go straight home. He pulled into a roadside cafe, sat there for 4 hours, watching the bustling crowd. What will I tell my wife? How will we pay for the kids' tuition next month? At my age, who will hire me? Have I become useless? That evening, dinner was warm. His wife and children were laughing, but Min heard a sound like breaking glass in his head. The feeling of emptiness was not just losing a job, it was as if someone had stripped him of his identity. He felt exposed, weak, and full of fear. Friends, the pain of Min, and perhaps your own at this moment, stems from a disastrous misconception we rarely realize. It is that we equate job with self-worth. We think that suit, that title, or that salary is me. When the garment is taken off, we think we vanish too. But the truth is, the job is only a means for you to express your value. It is not who you are. Losing your job is losing a shirt that was too tight, not losing the person inside. You suffer, not because you lost your job. You suffer because you refuse to accept the truth that everything is impermanent. But wait. Don't rush to turn off the video if you think I'm just offering empty comfort. The truth is much harsher. If you don't handle this psychological storm right now, even if you find a new job, you will still fail. Why? The answer is right below, and it relates to a psychological law few dare to face. Let Tuệ An dissect this issue from a deeper perspective. Why is the shock of a layoff so painful? First, psychologically, this is a form of loss and grief. When laid off, you go through the exact 5 stages as when losing a loved one: denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. The feeling of being laid off activates humanity's primal fear, the fear of being rejected by the tribe. In ancient times, being expelled from the tribe meant death. Today, being expelled from the company, our brain sends a similar danger signal. You are about to starve. That's why you feel panicked, heart racing, and sleepless. It's a biological reaction, not because you are weak. But look deeper with the eyes of applied Buddhism. Buddhism has a core concept: impermanence. We often misunderstand impermanence as something sad, as loss. That's not it, my friend. Impermanence means nothing stays the same forever. A river must flow to remain clear. Work is the same. The nature of the job, the company, the market is constant change. The employment contract is a temporary agreement. Even if it doesn't state an end date, it has an end under the law of conditioned arising. When the condition ends, it dissolves. Our mistake, and Min's in the story, is attachment. We clung to the idea that this job was ours forever. We clung to a false stability. When the mind is taken away, the eye is injured. We suffer because we resist reality. We cry out, "Why me? Why now?" Look back. Haven't there been times during those working years when you felt tired, wanted to give up? Haven't there been times when this job no longer brought you joy? The layoff sometimes is the universe's way of pushing you out of the comfort zone you lacked the courage to leave yourself. Karma is not punishment. Karma is operation. Perhaps the seed of the old job has run out of energy, and this is the time you need to sow a new seed. The current emptiness is the necessary space. If the glass of water isn't poured out, how can you pour new tea in? Especially for older individuals, the fear of being past one's prime is a psychological trap. Your experience, your wisdom, your resilience. Can the company take those back when they reclaim your ID badge? No, they remain within you. You only lost the stage, not the acting skills. So now, as the storm passes, what must we do to rise? Solve the psychological equation before solving the financial one. Follow these 3 steps from Tuệ An. Step 1. Name and allow emotions to be present. The pause. Don't rush to send out job applications the next day in a panic. You will interview with the energy of a defeated person, and the results won't be good. Give yourself 3 to 7 days to grieve for the old job. Cry if you need to, be angry, write down all the bitterness on paper and burn it. Practice. Every morning, sit still for 10 minutes. Breathe deeply. Say to yourself, "I am in pain, I am worried, and that is okay." Accepting the pain is the first step toward its dissolution. Step 2. Separate value and position. Take a piece of paper. Draw 2 columns. Left column, what I have lost. Title, salary, colleagues, routine. Right column, what I still have. Health, 15 years of experience, management skills, family, kindness, hands to work. You will see that the right column is the true asset. That is the capital for you to start anew. Look at that to see that you are richer than you think. Step 3. Turn danger into opportunity. Small actions. Instead of thinking, "I must find an identical job to save face," ask yourself, "What have I always wanted to do but didn't have time for?" Maybe this is the time for you to shift to consulting, training, or a small business. Maybe this is the time to slow down a bit, to reconnect with family. Start with small actions. Polish your resume beautifully. Reconnect with old friends. Learn a new skill online. Don't sit still because flowing water does not stagnate. Small actions will dissipate great fear. Dear friend, a bamboo stalk needs nodes to grow tall, and each time a node forms, it must pause, endure the pain to become stronger. The job lost today, treat it as a bamboo node in your life. It hurts, but it marks your growth. Don't let the termination letter define your life. You are much bigger than that. You are a father, a mother, a friend, a soul learning the lessons of this world. Trust me, one day looking back, you will secretly thank this fall. Because of it, you realized how strong you truly are. If this video has brought you a little peace, please leave a like so I know my effort has been worthwhile. And if you are currently experiencing this feeling, please comment below one thing you still have so we can celebrate together. Remember, I am still here if you need me.